Hold on and I'll tell you. 8th, fantastic. And we are back in the classroom dining room. Right? Chloe's listening to... Oh, you're not? What are you doing?
I'm trying to find the thing for the PowerPoint I need to do, but I don't know what the PowerPoint needs to look like.
So we need to find that. Bud, what are you doing?
I'm waiting for an email.
Okay, so he's waiting for an email from his teacher because he needs to fix something really quick. And then he's pretty much done for the day. Chloe is almost done for the day. And I am ordering groceries for my parents. And then we're gonna get some stuff done. It's a much better day today, huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
I only have one assignment.
that's good. Thank goodness for new days. So I am finally getting to the laundry that I told you guys yesterday that I would be able to do. That's all right, it's getting done. I normally do not fold laundry on my bed. I usually fold it in my laundry room. But because I told you guys that I would do a fold and chat, this is just the easiest place for me to set it up to where I can do it. I'm not on the floor or in the laundry room. It's kind of hard to find a place to put the camera and all that. So anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for all of the amazing feedback that I got from yesterday's video. But I did want to say, in no way did I put that video up there for you guys to praise me, I guess, by any means. My reasoning for putting that video up was just to bring awareness to the fact that sometimes we think a lot of things, and I think on social media, it's really comfortable behind a keyboard and it's really safe behind a keyboard. And people don't stop to think what might be on the other side of the keyboard, or if it's in person. You know, like I said yesterday, we don't know where people are on the other side of our comment. And so that is just kind of why I brought that up, because now more than ever, people they're hurting, and we don't know where anybody is mentally. And so I just wanted to bring attention to that and just help our community here on YouTube to be more loving and caring and understanding that everybody does things differently. If everybody did the same thing the same way, this world would be really boring. And so everybody brings something different to the table. And you know, I showed Sam that comment that I was referring to yesterday, and if you know Sam, you know that his favorite, well, not favorite, but something that he says all the time when he doesn't understand something or he thinks something is silly, he's like, what in the world? And so I showed that to him, and that was exactly what he said. He was like, what in the world? So, pardon me while I fix the padding in my sports bra. You will never find fake here, friends. Never, ever. So I showed that to him, like I said, and he's like, who cares? Like, Sam is very much of the thinking, our job is not here to convince somebody to like us. Our job here is to make the places that we go better, and just make people feel kindness and feel Jesus and whatever. So it didn't faze him at all. It is what it is. I appreciate you guys' sweet comments. I'm not going to say I wasn't upset by it. I think it was just the fact that it hit me on that day, and I didn't really take offense to it as much as it was just me wanting to get the point across, like, she doesn't know me, she doesn't know where I am mentally, which I'm fine, but somebody else might not be. And so that was just kind of the reason that I brought attention to it, not so that we could talk about me, that's ridiculous, but just so that we could talk about the fact that we don't always have to say what we think. We don't always have to post what we think on Facebook. You know, everybody's just trying to convince everybody else that their way is the right way. There's not a lot of discussion, I don't feel, in trying to understand someone else's place. It's just more, if you don't agree with me, then I'm gonna hate you. And I just can't understand that type of thinking. And so, you know, I always say, your political posts or your rants on something, regardless if it's political or not, sorry, Chloe's on a FaceTime call with her friends, it's more than likely not going to convince me who to vote for, but what it is going to convince me of is my opinion of you, and a lot of times it's not a good one. I've had to unfollow some friends on Facebook just because I wanted to continue liking them. And I know that they're good people, but it just got to the point where I just couldn't stand to see just all of the negativity and the arguing and all of that kind of stuff. That's just not who I am. Wow, I have no idea what she's doing, but it's clearly exciting. So anyway, that's just kind of my thought on that. Somebody asked me yesterday when I sent out a thing on Instagram about what do you want me to talk about in my fold and chat. Somebody had asked me about my laundry routine, and I actually have a video, I want to say like maybe last spring. Anyway, it's my laundry routine, so you can go back and watch that one. But I never know how to fold these things. These are the most ridiculous things to fold. So they're like bike riding shorts, like spinning shorts or road biking shorts, and they have the pad in the butt. They are the hardest things to fold. I feel like just like tossing them in the drawer, but because I OCD, that would drive me insane. So instead, I just kind of wad it up and it makes me feel better. So whatever. Anyway, so I do a load of laundry a day, and I set it at night to go off in, not really the middle of the night, but more like 3:30 or 4 in the morning. And then it runs the cycle, and that way when I wake up, I can go ahead and move it to the dryer. And then by the time I get done exercising and showered and all of that, like everything is dry, and I can just come in, fold the stuff, put it in wherever it goes. The kids can take it upstairs, put it where it goes. Before, when school was taking place, a lot of times they would just take their stuff up in the morning before school. That way it was already done and put away, and we didn't have to worry about it the rest of the day. So that is kind of my routine and how I do it. It's just so much easier than, for me anyway, it's a lot easier than having like one laundry day a week, because that just takes forever, and then you have to be around to like change it out, and I've tried that a few times before, and every time I just ask myself, why am I doing this again? So I've been doing this for a long time, 3 or 4 years now. So anyway, that is my routine on that. I don't necessarily have like a set day per se-ish that I do my laundry. On Fridays, I do like to do like the bedding and things like that. So we have the Betty's beds. I don't know if you guys know what that is. You can look it up, but it's like this right here unzips all the way down, and then underneath goes over the mattress, and then this comes up on top. There's no sheets or anything like that. Like, this is it. It's literally the most amazing thing ever. We have one, our kids have them. This is not a sponsored video. I actually reached out to them and asked them if they would, if I did a video on them, if they would give my followers a discount, and they told me no, because I didn't have enough followers. So anyway, I tried to get you guys a discount, but it's an amazing thing. I love it. So go ahead and Google Beddy's. I think it's Beddys, I think. Um, they're great. I love them. So I usually try to do that on Fridays, but otherwise I just kind of do, what is happening here with this sock? I just kind of do whatever is ready to go. Like if I have a big load, today I had a huge load of darks. And so I just went ahead and did that. And so that's what today's load is. But just do what is there. And I think you'll find that it makes doing laundry a whole lot easier. It just kind of keeps you in a forward motion, but yet you don't get so overwhelmed with it because you're having to stay home and do it all day long. So, okay, well, I didn't have anybody else ask me any other questions or want me to talk about anything else. So Piper is totally sacked out here on the bed. Can't really see her because of this pillow, but there she is. And then Daisy is sacked out on the chair over there. All right, I am going to get all this stuff put away and I'll move on to something else.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance.
Since you guys like my power hours so much and I haven't done one in quite a while, I thought that I would add the top 3 things that I wanted to get done today onto a power hour and see if I can knock it out. We are back in the house after the kids had swam, and it's 5 o'clock right now, 5:03. So I thought that I would try to knock these things out really quick before I need to start making supper. I wanted to put pads on our kitchen table chairs. I need to give Piper and Daisy a bath really quick. And I need to sweep off the porch because it was pretty windy the last couple days up until today, and so it kind of blew some leaves and dirt and dust up there, so I wanted to get that done. So I am going to set a timer for an hour and see if I can get these things knocked out. Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause
Really fast before I start this, I wanted to show you what I'm going to do. So I just purchased these little square felt pads. I got them from Target in the drive up, and I am going to cut them in half because otherwise they would be too wide for the part that I'm going to be putting them on. And so I'm going to cut it in half and then stack them so that they're actually a longer one instead of a wider, so rectangle versus square. And I'm just going to put them on the bottom of each of my chairs. So as you can see right now, this is the bottom of my chair. I had some little tiny felt things right here and they just weren't working. So that's why I'm going to stack them into a rectangle shape, and that way it will cover the whole entire part right here that is more likely to rub on the floor. So that is what I am going to do right now, and we have 6 chairs. So I'm gonna hurry super duper fast to get this done because I still have to give the dogs a bath.
it's one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night, and when we are old and gray, we'll look back at this summer night. The summer night, the summer night.
Day, what are you doing? It's hilarious what dogs do after baths. It is 5:54 and I'm getting a phone call. Okay, so even after answering the phone, I still have 7 minutes and 43 seconds left. So all of that done in just an hour. Just find sections of things that you can do within certain amounts of time, and it will help you feel a lot more productive so that you can get those things knocked out when you have the time to do it. Guys, if you are liking these videos, please click the thumbs up button. That just lets me know that you enjoy what I'm putting out. That sounded really bad. I didn't mean that like that. But it just helps me know what you like to see so that I can bring that to you and not waste your time with other stuff. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, click on that red subscribe button down below, and if you click the bell, it will notify either your computer or your phone every time there is a new video to watch. We got a lot done today. School, pool, laundry, and then all these things that we just did. So I think it was a productive day. I hope you guys had an amazing day. And that tonight you'll be able to get a little bit of relaxation with either yourself or your family or whatever that looks like for you. Again, if you are frontline, if you are out working while the rest of us are at home, I just want to say thank you. But until tomorrow, friends, I just encourage you to intentionally create a life that you love living. Guard your time wisely and sprinkle confetti wherever you go. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.